We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But you look at this Patriots defense.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key.
And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The Titans at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
Antonio Johnson makes the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
One play action. Fields. Throw out wide is incomplete. Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
You talk about this Titan defense.
They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the number 1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Now it's Fields. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Fields going to change things up here.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Titans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, this defense for the Pats, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Now back to throw.
A short throw there, pulled in by all.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. 2nd and 13.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Patriots are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Fields. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Fields now to throw. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well on the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And now here's a carry heading left.
He's got it to the 43 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, they'll run it here.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here's a give up the middle.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is...
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now.
He's on his way.
And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This is a game, Charles, it's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Robinson on a give right side.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
He may go back to the huddle and have a little discussion with his passer. You know, maybe you don't have to leave me quite that much. But on that play, bailed him out in a big way, didn't he?
He did indeed. Hey, at least he gets to put it on the highlight reel.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throw left side complete. That's Burton.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
His pass caught at the 4. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Now here's Fields on the sneak.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on... And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Justin Fields.
His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Patriots have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that makes it 14-10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
They'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They're going to try and throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Second and 11.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit.
And that is incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
Second and 10.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And this offense on third down today, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Chambers. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. Oh, he's going to have the first down and then more. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Titans use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. That's out wide here for Robinson. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flush to his right.
And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
Robinson up the middle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a yard. From the gun, here's Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a 4th quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. This is 1st and 10.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Flushed out right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He gets this one complete to Rice.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
How you leave a receiver of that caliber that wide open on that play is absolutely beyond me. You've watched tape. You've gone over the scouting report. Your first move should be double or triple him and make sure someone else doesn't beat you.
Well, especially on 3rd down. That's what's really baffling. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Kramer. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. And it's a Titans touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. All eyes on Fields.
He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And that should do it. He's got a first down, and the Patriots can run it out from here.
That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, it's Robinson. There's Robinson showing the flash. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
On the give, here's Robinson.
Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line. And here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And just shedding him off there. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. That's Kramer. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here comes 2nd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Kramer. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Won't be enough, but here's a final chance at the extra point. So the kick is through, but they'll get no closer than 5 in the end as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say